What's going on, everybody? This your boy Derek D. Wild, man, and today we're going over another game. Today, this game is from my close friend Cameron Tolliver. His elite chess handle is just like music. This game was played a while back. He played Grandmaster. I don't want to pronounce his name wrong, but it was GM Pulley. If I believe that's what it's pronounced. It was played from the NBL Week 7 Bullet Team Battle. If a lot of people don't know what the NBL is, the National Blitz League ran by Nathan Kelly and Daniel Jones. Excuse me. And what they do, they have a league where it's players drafted from different teams, and they play twice a week. One arena is a bullet arena. One arena is a blitz arena, and the caption for this game is Cameron takes down a 2700. By the way, Cameron, Lee Chess handle is just like music. Excuse me. Cameron is a close friend of mine, strong candidate master out of Detroit, Michigan. He has over the board tournament wins against National Master James Canny. He has an international master draw against Benjamin Feingold. He's a very, very, very strong positional player. When I met him, he was playing D4, but recently, during this phase, he switched over from D4 to B3, and here he is playing the white pieces. And let's pretty much 1 second. Let's get the game started. Cameron played B3, Pawn B3. I know for the last couple years, B3 has been getting very, very popular, and due to Hakura Nakamura has made B3 very, very popular, very popular. I think it's called the Ben Larson attack. You see a lot of it played in bullet games. The GM answered with Knight F6, Bishop B2, followed by Cam. Pretty much playing, you know what I'm saying, on this diagonal, especially in the bullet game, you get a lot of you know what I'm saying, tactics, all type of attacks, especially when you're playing a bullet game. G6, E3 played by Cam, Bishop G7, Knight F3, Castle, Bishop E2. For a minute, I thought Cam was probably going to answer this with D4, D2, D4. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Cameron is a D4 player, kind of like transposing over to the like Kali. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Because as long as I've been knowing Cameron, I've know he's played D4. So Bishop B2 was kind of surprising, but it's all good. Bishop B2, B6. Like I tell all my students and people that I coach, when it comes to playing chess, I tell them fight for the center knights before bishops and get castle. So right now you're just going through the basic phases of a chess game where people are developing their pieces, and you know what I'm saying, trying to get castle. We haven't got to the meat and bones of the chess game as of yet. So B6 played by black, castle by Cam, bishop B7, D4. Now, when D4 has been played, like I said, you kind of have a Kali system, and I know Cam has played D4, so I'm pretty sure he's safe with this system. The Kali, the London, the Tor, they are all pretty much, in my opinion, from the same family of openings. A very, very solid, people call them like businessman openings. So D4 is pretty, you know what I'm saying, solid. You might see this knight go to D2. This bishop may eventually go to D3, stuff like that. So it's pretty solid and hard to crack. Black plays C5, attacking the pawn chain. If a lot of people don't know what the pawn chain is, this is the pawn chain. C4 played by white, CX D4 by black, EX D4, D5. Now we're starting to get active. Uh, Now we're starting to get active, and we're finna see the maneuvering around of, you know what I'm saying, pieces and themes and concepts. D5, CX D5, Knight X D5, Knight C3 by Cam. Uh, like you said, pretty much standard stuff as of right now. Knight C3. The only thing about this position that has changed is white has an isolated D4 pawn. And for a lot of my subscribers and followers out there, if you don't know what an isolated pawn is, It's like a double-edged sword. It could be a weakness with all the pieces on the board. If you trade all the pieces off the board, it can be a strength. And usually, when you have an isolated pawn, when you're playing against an isolated pawn, you try to control the square in front of it, and that's what the GM did. He played knight d5, as you can see right here. And usually, you try to build up and not capture the pawn, but just attack it to try to tie your minority pieces to the pawn before they become less active. So that's what he did. Knight d5, knight c6, rook e1, rook c8, rook c1 by Cam was played, but let me go back. Rook c1, maybe bishop c4, maybe bishop c4. But like you said, this was a bullet game. So rook c1, knight c3, bxc3. I favor black in this position. Like you said, the isolated pawn. Uh, Look at all these pieces hidden. This pawn, 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3. He has it protected 3 times. As you can see, he has it protected 3 times. So these pieces are kind of tied down. So usually when you have an isolated pawn, when you're playing with the isolated pawn, from my observation and in my opinion, what you try to do is you try to trade it off. You try to push it off. So just say hypothetically, black was to play like e6 or something, you could get bishop c4 and followed by d5. You really trying to get rid of the isolated pawn. So after bishop c3, e6 was played. Cam played bishop b2, knight b4, knight b4. I like knight b4 going after the a2 pawn. Fight, opening up the, you know what I'm saying, the rook files. Cam played bishop c4, I believe, which was a mistake. Dropped the pawn on a2, knight x a2, rook a1, knight b4, rook x a7. This is a strong rook now. This is a strong rook on the a file, hitting this bishop. Very, very tough. In this position, I might have played. I don't. Yeah. He played the move out to play bishop d5. Bishop d5. I like bishop d5 for black. Knight e5, bishop xc4, bxc4, knight c6. For some reason, I don't like knight c6 in this position, but who am I? In this position, I know it may sound crazy, but I might have tried bishop x e5. I might have tried bishop x e5. I might have tried bishop x e5. Let me see, bishop x e5, rook x e5. Nope, that doesn't work. Bishop x e5, dx e5, knight d3. I'm trying to just analyze in my head without using the engine. Yeah, bishop x e5, rook x e5, rook x c4. I like that line. Bishop x e5, rook x e5, rook x c4. I got play on the c file. Maybe I'd have tried that in the bullet game, trying to complicate the position. Knight c6, knight x c6, rook x c6, d5. Immediately I knew d5 was going to be played because it's a phenomenal move. It creates a passed pawn. Also, this rook and this bishops, you know what I'm saying, they're facing each other. So the dark square bishop is about to come off the board. Ex d5, bishop x g7, king x g7, queen d4 check. I think this queen d4 was a good move, and I think this is where the position kind of turned in white favor. Queen d4, queen x d5, queen x d5. That's a good move. Also, with this rook working together, you know what I'm saying, on the f7 rank and file, black played rook d8. I'm gonna give you a minute to sit there and look at it. Rook d8. I know this was a blunder. Take your time for a minute. Do you see the move that wins white a pawn? Okay, rook d8 loses. I ain't gonna say lose a pawn immediately. Rook f7 check by Cam. This is just a deflection move. And what I mean by that, if queen f7 is played, queen x f7 is played by black, the rook falls on d8. You see what I'm saying? And that's what happened. Queen f7, queen x d8. Now he has control of the d file, the e file. The rook may come down to e7, pinning the queen to the rook. White played queen c4, rook e7 check, king h6, queen f8. Now we're on the king hunt. Queen h5, rook h7, king g5, h4, queen g4, queen f3, checkmate. Good game by my boy Cameron Tolliver. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Appreciate all the support. Be looking out for Checkmate Double. I love y'all guys. I hope y'all enjoy what I'm doing going over these games. Make sure you leave your comment and your feedback. And I am out. Holla at you later.